Today is the 22nd of December. I missed the 18th because my best friend came here from Singapore to visit me and happened to get here on the 18th. So, whoops, it was just bad timing. But I've been spending the last several days running around all over the place doing fun things, hanging out. So that's good. But yeah, it is on the 18th, officially 4 years that I have been on hormone replacement therapy. Not a lot has changed in the last year as far as anything to do with my hormone replacement therapy. I would say HRT has just overall improved my life since I first started taking it. It hasn't, I would say, accomplished much in the way of changes to my voice or growing their hair somewhere or, things like that nature. Something I will say is over the last year and a half or so, a little under that, I guess, a lot of things in my life have improved significantly in the way of my career path and my education, my making friends in public, and things of that nature. I used to be a recluse and I used to live with a lot of isolation. I have like tons of friends now. I'm the most popular boy at my college, which is just weird to feel like. And I'm not sure if I would say anything like, oh, my depression's or something like that. That would be a lie. But I will say it seems to be that my ability to connect with people or to understand people is at least improved somewhat. It's mostly, I would say, due to influences, but there's something there that has potential that wasn't really there before as far as leadership skills and ability to make friends and be part of a team and inspire people. I mean, I I've been paid this year to be like a keynote speaker at an event. I've been accepted to more than one conference to present. I'm doing something right, but it's a lot of, I guess, confidence building or self assurance that I didn't always have. And I don't know how much of that could possibly come from having been on testosterone for such a long time and having had decreased depression for such a long time, but it seems to have affected me very, very gradually in that regard, if it even has anything to do with it, which I can only imagine that it must because I spent the first, more than 30 years of my life in a nonstop state of depression. So, as far as transition stuff goes, I'm still not doing that great because I still have no electrolysis options at all. I am trying to figure that out during school break here. Um, there's got to be some sort of way for me to get electrolysis so I can make progress towards surgery. That has to be a possibility. I, I cannot be like this for the rest of my life. Um, between my legs, like I can't. So there has to be some sort of hope. That part of things has been unfortunately nothing but despair, and for months, and nothing is working. Nothing I try is helping. Um, there's just no good option. And I even reached out to a couple of bad options, and that still didn't work. So I'm very desperate for electrolysis. I have no idea why there's not more electrolysis in this state. That seems ridiculous to me, considering this is a state that is like a safety. harbor for a lot of LGBT plus folk. You know, it's sanctuary, and yet where's the electrolysis options that are accredited? There's just like none, and I'm just trying to figure it out. So hopefully something good happens. I don't know what to do except. As far as everything else is going, though, most stuff is going fine. So that's something. Um, while I haven't had any major physical changes from HRT for a while, for a long time now, quite frankly, I already could do some of the things that HRT is supposed to give to an FTM in the first place, but still, it has significantly changed and improved my life. I cannot stress enough how miserable my life was. So, if you're someone and maybe you're on the fence, go talk to whoever you need to talk to make an official decision. It took way too long for people to convince me to get on HRT. I should have done it years and years sooner. It it just really significantly improved. So happy 4 year anniversary for having a better life. And no, everything has been better. Some very unfortunate things have happened in those 4 years, and some of those things that happened have been outright like terrible. But I was able to navigate it better than I would have been able to if I hadn't been RT. I have had two surgeries in the last, 4 years. Toward transition being done, I was born intersex and corrected to fit into society, surgically altered, normalized, whatever you want to call it, when I was a baby. And I'm trying to undo all of that. And so I've had two surgeries. I have minimum three surgeries to go, even if there's no complications. Unfortunately, I am abnormal enough that every surgery thus far has had complications. So they won't do surgery unless I reduce risk of complication by getting rid of hair, so that there are less chances for fistulas and strictures and things of that nature during the next surgery. So I am stuck. I have been stuck for such a long time and getting nowhere closer to surgery. And that is the devastating part. This, but all you can do is keep it on and continuing and hoping. So this is what I am doing. It's a weird thing to be extremely grateful and filled with despair at the same time. But the gratitude is winning out right now because it is the 4 year anniversary of my life being a heck of less crappy as far as my depression and getting sick all the time, my anemia, my pH balance in my mouth, my blindness in my eyes, like y- almost every physical aspect of me for the most part was improved with HRT after a more than 3 decade stint of having too low of hormones. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm trying really hard to focus on, at least for now. Have a good one. Happy whatever holidays you celebrate, and if you don't, have a good month.